girl, you're so fine. I can't get you off my mind. Ooh girl, nah nah. Ooh girl, nah nah. Baby girl, don't need to flex. Dance to the rhythm and you do all the rest. Ooh girl, nah nah. Ooh girl, nah nah. Fly me up with dreams.
Hello everyone, welcome back. It's almost 11 right now. I woke up really late because it's a lazy Sunday. We have to design a website today. I'll be designing it on Figma. I'm very new to it, but I don't think I'll face much of an issue in the transition because I've used Adobe XD in the past and the interface is very similar. So yeah, I'll walk you through the process of how you set up your artboard before you start your web design on Figma. We'll be heading to a cafe and we'll start the work there. Now that I remember, I have ran out of all my dot grid notepads, so we'll have to stop at a bookshop and get few of those and few books to read. So yeah, let's start the day.
I've got this feeling, I'm feeling you could be the one. I see no reason.
Today we are purchasing two new books. One is The Almanac of Naval Ravikant and the other is Verity by Colin Hoover, which is a bestseller. I generally use dot grid notepads from Vector Notes and you can easily identify a dot grid notepad by the symbol here.
So before we start, I'd like to explain a little bit about what UI design is. So even if someone is not from a design background, finds it very easy to understand. So whenever you look at an app or a website, there are two layers to it. There is a backend and a front end. So the backend is where the coding and web development process takes place, and web developers and coders are the concerned person who work in the backend. Front end, or whatever you see in front of your screen, is the user interface, and that is where UI designers come into play. So the duty of a UI designer is basically to make the experience for the viewer more aesthetic and appealing, so that the viewer finds it very easy to navigate through app pages or the web pages, and the experience is soothing altogether. So that is pretty much it that you need to understand. And there is another term that comes into play whenever you talk about UI, that is UX, and it stands for user experience. So UI and UX actually go hand in hand, and we'll probably talk about it someday later. So without any further ado, let's go to the cafe and start working on the design now.
Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here.
So once we are inside Figma, I'll choose the default desktop frame. The height can be changed according to the amount of content you have. I'll choose complete black for the background because I'm going to make it dark themed. We are going to use a column grid so that we can distribute the weight evenly through the design.
That you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light, yeah. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light, yeah.
It is necessary that you pick your color palettes, fonts, and the text hierarchy beforehand so that it is easier for you when you start to design.
Kinda simple, kinda wishful about things, and you're kinda simple.
So that I could finish my project quicker, I actually designed a bunch of elements in Illustrator beforehand. Figma allows you to directly drop vector-based objects from Illustrator to Figma, so this is a nice little trick that you can also use.
Come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another, talking to strangers and I'm so tired of hearing all your stories.